Presidential candidate Senator Kirsten Gillibrand of New York is the third of 25 Democratic hopefuls to campaign in Pittsburgh this year.
As political editor John Delano reports, it was part of a bus tour to drum up support by attacking the president.
She's hardly a household name yet, but presidential candidate Senator Kirsten Gillibrand of New York kicked off a bus tour of several critical states that President Trump won in 2016.
Welcome to the Trump Broken Promises bus tour. We're going to find all the broken promises across these three states that Trump has made, and we're going to talk about real promises and real solutions to the problems people have.
So why start in Pittsburgh?
Because I think Trump lied to people in Pennsylvania about their lives. We're going to talk today about the lies he made about lowering prescription drug prices.
Gillibrand follows the footsteps of Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders, who earlier campaigned in this region, knowing that the president carried every single county in western PA except Allegheny County. But like the others, Gillibrand says Trump sold people here a bill of goods.
I think what we now know is that he lied to everyone. He lied to Pennsylvania. He lied to our communities. He lied to our families.
The Democratic hopeful listened to a panel of local healthcare workers, many from UPMC, who complained about inadequate health insurance.
It's crazy that you had to pay a $150 copay and then a $200 copay. That doesn't make sense. I can't believe that your prenatal drugs weren't covered. Those were some of the reforms that President Obama tried to put in the Affordable Care Act, but unfortunately President Trump has unwound. He's taken away all those protections.
Gillibrand says Trump's broken promises not only include failure to lower health care costs and protect pre-existing conditions, but also his failure to create new jobs.
He said, I'm going to bring back those jobs. You're going to get so tired of winning. Really? Are we tired of winning? No, in fact, we're not, because he's not done the things he promised to do.
Now, the claim that President Trump promised more than he has delivered, especially on jobs, trade, and health care, is likely to become a familiar refrain as all the Democratic candidates pass through this region. Gillibrand, who is polling at around 1% of the Democrats, is working hard to become better known. She left Pittsburgh for Youngstown and Cleveland, then on to Michigan.